Hi everyone, I just wanted to touch base with you and run through your legal and regulatory aspects presentations, and I want to really hone in on the fact that what we are doing is actually applying many of the nursing administration scope and standards of practice within the concept of doing the presentation, and we're also integrating some of those key concepts that are held within the nursing code of ethics. So what we're doing is we're really looking at a method to create a culture, to provide voice to those who may have some concerns about a particular regulation or mandate or law. So each of you have identified these very unique concepts to really be concerned about with the different choices for your topics, and that's so valuable as you are being very proactive and addressing the concerns or the issues in a really safe and positive manner for open discussion, and providing that voice, providing that culture of open interaction, and that sends such a positive message for those that you serve. So you're really very often, some of the concerns and some of the challenges in leadership actually entail addressing some of the issues that are going on rather than constantly on the back end really putting out fire, so to speak, about some of these issues that are just kind of muddy, possibly, that may be conflictual as far as one's moral standards, those types of things. Being able to openly discuss that during a presentation in a safe environment is such a critical skill, not only for you, but also it really empowers those that you work with the information that they need to move forward, and making sure that they're really adhering to all the rules and regulations, while understanding that there are some muddy areas involved in those particular issues as well. So just take a step back, think about what you did through the presentations. You're really laying that strong foundation when you do an assessment, identify a need where there's more information needed. You're seeking the evidence, you're addressing those issues and concerns that sometimes are the ripples that cause some discontent within the workforce. So you're being very proactive, and you're providing clarity, and you're providing that open discussion as far as providing that voice, and really trust, veracity, fidelity to those that you serve as well. So it's really a valuable tool to use in your practice. So I just wanted to highlight what it really means as far as the assignment. It's just not going through the motions to meet all the concepts on the particular rubric. These are tools to help you to really focus in on things that really matter to employees, and that all has to do with creating that very positive work environment. So with that being said, we're setting the stage for our next steps as well. And as many of you have identified social justice issues involved with a law, a regulation, or a mandate. And with that, that's a wonderful segue into our next module, where we're really going to dive into social justice. And we're going to be using our textbook, and we're also going to be having a discussion. The first discussion in the forum is about Henrietta Lacks, and we're going to dive into key concepts as far as cultural humility. And I want you to really think about the concept of humility versus competency as you're examining cultural humility. So they're a little different, and it's a really important nuance to understand, continuing that learning experience across the spectrum versus checkmark, we're competent in a particular issue. So kind of think about that as you're examining the content and thinking about our forum for our first discussion, as well as think about those concepts as you're moving forward with your social justice interview as well. We're also going to take a strong look at health literacy, and we need to ask those critical questions, how we're trying to make folks fit within our culture as far as healthcare. And we have a totally different language, we have a totally different way of thinking, and just think about how much education we have, and the folks that we serve often don't have the same type of education. So again, take a step back, think about what these concepts mean, how they apply to your practice as we move forward. So I'm also looking forward to your upcoming social justice interviews, and again, that's going to be the subject matter for the second forum within our social justice module. So they really tick and tie as far as the concept of social justice. And a couple other things. One is the SurveyMonkey. I have 6 responses so far. So if you wouldn't mind completing the SurveyMonkey, it's very helpful to me, and it looks like things are going fairly well to start out with. But just know that I tweak things along the way and try to make the course as positive as possible for you. And I know it is a real thought-provoking, I hope anyway, course. And it really is enlightening to watch the incredible activities that you've done, the conversations that you've had, and how you're really learning from each other. So I want to thank you for that. And if you have any questions or concerns, please let me know. Just know that I will be in Chicago at the end of this week and doing a presentation on leading from behind. So anyway, it will be at the Illinois Organization of Nurse Leaders. So I'm very excited about that. And that's always a learningful experience for me too, because this is where I keep up on trends, one of the ways that I keep up on trends, and really try to bring the best of the leadership information that's out there to you in the courses. So let me know if you need absolutely anything. It's great to talk to you, and I look forward to participating in your upcoming forums and learning more about your social justice interviews. Take care now. Bye-bye.